totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbin makes Valery Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judge is going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that.
I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Zachary. Is he?
You fucking rat!
Doesn't sound like it. Let's move on to Bellew of the Weeks then before we finish up for episode 343. Rob's still with us, so is Andy. Seem to have lost Gabe. Not to worry, we're finishing up soon anyway. Shout out to the chat, still going strong. Jason Chuckwu's in there, MB, Tosh, all the boys. First nomination this week is for Kell Brook and Fox Sports PBC. The King is back. Former IBF welterweight champion Special K Brook has a message for the winner of Spence against Porter. Wants his crown back, says Kell Brook. Derek THD PhD has nominated him for that one. Chad Hogan, one of many nominations from him for Sky Sports Boxing. They have ranked the WBA world title as vacant on their super lightweight rankings. They've got Jose Ramirez as the WBC and WBO champion. They've got the IBF champion as Josh Taylor. WBA super as Regis Prograis. They've then gone to the trouble of mentioning the WBA world and the fact that it's vacant. Nobody gives a shit about that. Chad Hogan is quite right. Joseph Ajayo, THD, PhD himself, has been nominated by Christoph. I want the boxing Twitter community to know, says Joseph, that Deontay Wilder runs for a boxer that can move and punch. Why can't he call for a bout with Andy Ruiz? I detest boxer with vendetta syndrome. Why is he going for an old, fagged out and tired boxer like Luis Ortiz? Champion indeed, says the doctor. Laying it down there. Chad Hogan has nominated JD Sports. Who should be Fight Night's next cover star? Tell us, Eddie Hearn. He has confirmed that EA Sports are looking into the next game in the hugely popular Fight Night series. Who's going to be on the front cover? It might be Anthony Joshua. We just don't know. He has to beat Ruiz first. Chad Hogan has nominated Hustle Sports for saying that Spence vs Porter is the fight of the decade. Talking of good fights, Kevin Mitchell from The Guardian has been nominated by SS Dev 67. This fight, Callum Smith vs John Ryder, will be a fight for the fans and has war written all over it. Hashtag Smith Ryder. Mr SD7 doesn't agree with that. Chad Hogan has nominated Chris Walker. I interviewed Spencer Fearon for Boxing News a few years back, and he spent the bulk of his chat asking about the welfare of David Walker. He educated me on a number of issues surrounding blah blah blah. It's cut off there. Chad has also nominated Sarah Beverly Jones. I reckon No Context Hearn might actually sway the boxing public to cheer for Eddie Hearn now in the post-fight interviews, rather than the usual boos. Chad has also nominated Scott at Scotty_JI, who called us a pod full of nonsense this week. He single-handedly saved boxing as Eddie and brought it to the masses. Don't know why anyone would want to give him grief. And we're the nonsense, Scotty. Okay. Declan Graffin has nominated
Evening,
the Looper.
Evening.
Hi, Eddie.
How you doing, dude? Having a few drinkies. Get back in the cupboard.
They've not been booing him now. Declan Graffin has nominated the Looper, that is Vanes Martirosyan. TMZ said the boxer Vanes Martirosyan has been arrested after he allegedly headbutted his wife. He's headbutted his wife, Andy.
Then, shouldn't you?
That could be the first win he's had on BoxRec in a while. Martirosyan, he's been taking a few L's lately, I think.
well, like Floyd, undefeated.
Victor Ortiz and the wife. She should have hit him the sucker punch afterwards.
Victor Ortiz, he's fucking got him doing fucking Highway 66 with his lorry and that, picking up chicks.
Victor, Maurice Hooker and Martirosyan. All in the van together. Freaking hell. You wouldn't want to be picked up by them if you're a hitchhiker. Nigel Benn has been nominated.
It looks like Eros Grezda too, by the way, that wee wanker, that Martirosyan.
You could put Serafina in the van with him and they could all go around solving mysteries like Scooby-Doo.
Serafina. Haven't heard from Sarah in a while, actually. Maybe we'll get a nomination for her in future weeks. Nigel Benn has been nominated. The Sakio Bika tickets are out. And the tour dates, they're very expensive, actually. Won't be getting one myself. Sarah Beverly Jones talking about No Context Hearn. We already had that one. Porky Russ has nominated it as well. Declan Graffin has nominated Roman Gonzalez for nominating himself to step up to heavyweight to fight Derek Chisora now that Joseph Parker's pulled out. I'm ready, says Roman. God bless, hashtag savage mode. Okay. And what else have we got here on the list? Dream it, believe it, become it. Tundi Ajayi and Spencer Fearon have brought out a new podcast. Joe Thackeray has nominated James Kenny, who said, "This will be brilliant. I can't wait to watch this. Will you release them as podcasts as well? Much easier to keep up with."
Fucking hell.
You're gonna be watching that, aren't you?
Waste the bandwidth, that one.
Get Dean White on there as well, Rob. The unholy trinity.
Dean White, yeah. The man with no name. They should call his podcast.
Should fucking get his birth certificate to see what's on that, by the way.
Maybe he bought it off Luis Ortiz. D-Dog 2014 has nominated Charlie Edwards. Ryan Songalia tweeted out, "I spoke with Charlie Edwards. He says he is not vacating his WBC flyweight title, contrary to reports. Charlie said, first I've heard of it. People love to chat shit. 2 days before he actually vacated the said title." So, there you go. Nominated for old Charlie. This fucking guy, says Boxing Asylum's Kurt Ward, former contributor to the pod, now dead. Kell Brook smiles, "I showed everyone that Golovkin can be beaten." Ricky Gravel has nominated him for that. Andy nominated Frank here at Guy Carter 11. Tunde Ajayi is real as F. Who could or who would want to put an act that long? His self-worth doesn't depend on validation from others, Andy. Shout out for Tunde there from Frank.
Yeah, Tunde. Project 9. Fuck off.
Deep Space Nine.
Or System 9 of it's called. Fuck me, man. He's on Planet Pluto, that one. Fucking Mars and anyone in between as well.
Fucking Planet 9.
Aye.
Planet 9 from outer space. Chad Hogan has nominated Goodwin Boxing for announcing a new show, Brex Hit, over on the 23rd of November in the York Hall.
Nice.
Plenty of 50-50s.
Smido be at that one, man.
With Porky and Stig. Stig's doing the matchmaking.
Stig's doing press-ups.
Oh, man.
Showing off his bod.
Oh, I stopped leaving that one alone.
Be honest, right? Be honest. Anybody who was watching that automatically thought about, what was the first thing you thought about when he was doing that?
Whenever he was with the girl,
come on,
the
be
coffee.
honest. Exactly. You were thinking about something. He's probably like pumping some lassie and that, 40 press-ups. Fucking hell, man! I would have lasted 40 press-ups. I'd have lasted 2 minutes, things.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man. I don't know what's going to do.
No, it is a bit strange. Eddie Hearn tweeted out this morning, just left the hospital with Triple G, who has been all cleared. And Timmy Tenders jumps in. "I love all these comments from middle-aged men. Since Eddie has been involved in boxing, the sport in the UK has risen significantly, and boxers are earning more money. And us as customers are getting better fights. Some of you must have forgotten." Kevin Watson nominated him for that, and Toby Hines jumped in and said, "What? Every decade, Rob. Every decade had great fights and fighters, and immediately pre-Hearn had Kazagi, Hatton, Hay, Nazim and Lewis all in huge British events. Get your tongue out of his arsehole, mate, and stop looking for a Matchroom FC retweet, Rob."
That's a fair point. Makes a good point there.
Good point there. And Toby Hines, friend of the pod. Joe Box has nominated ring announcer Terry Kavanagh from Friday night's MTK Golden Contract show. Amongst many other things, he announced Jazza Dickens as being from Liverpool, Northern Ireland. Nomination for Terry there.
Not much of a difference, to be honest with you.
Andy nominated Clarissa Shields here, fucking Chinster. "It wasn't anyone from my team," says Clarissa. She's denying it. We've already spoken in length about that one, but the nomination from her for you, for the whole incident. Chad Hogan has nominated Let's Have It, talking about Spencer Fearon. "When did he become so hated? I like him and Tunde and Sam Jones. He's from the southeast. Blah, 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 blah." I think that's all the one I've got, actually. Any nominations from you, Andrew?
Clarissa Shields, obviously. De La Hoya for getting sued off a guy called Tattoo. Seriously, somebody goes about calling themselves Tattoos. Apparently some sort of MC. He's an annoying fucker.
Does he laugh from Fantasy Island?
Oh, I don't know who it is, mate. I didn't know who he was classed as some sort of famous MC. I had a fucking clue who he was until I had to go and check him out. There, that. So, that twat and There was somebody else. Oh, aye, Sam Jones. He's still fucking. He was still going on, I thought, on Monday as well. What was he saying about it? He was. Oh, what the fuck? Hang on a second here. Rack him off as well for all the drugs and stuff like that. Just no fucks given him all the stuff left lying about. Yeah, Sam Jones. What's he go here? The David Hay stuff and that, you know, and his next minute he's appeared. Chris Eubank Sr. was a great fighter, a legend, but my God, what an absolute cockend. The only way Tony Bellew would ever be a world champion is if they invented a belt where you would win it by talking. Nathan Cleve 2, Bella 0. So Sam Jones delivering again this week.
Delivering pizzas soon, maybe. Rob, who are you going for? Oh, sorry, any nominations first?
Yeah, just for Heather Hardy. Her Twitter is Heather Hardy Box.
Why for the drugs?
She failed the drugs test. That she said the medicine was because she was taking medicine for her period, and that's why she failed the drugs test. It wasn't performance enhancing. So I was just wondering, like, if Big Baby Miller should have fucking been ahead of the game at Sarah Fina, they should have sat him down in the office and been like, "Listen, Big Baby, the climate is right. Just say you're identifying as a woman, and also it was your time of the month. We're all square. We're ready to go." So don't be surprised if that starts happening as these B samples go missing. It's all a bit mad, like, isn't it? But yeah, she's adamant anyway. Like every fighter that got popped, that she didn't do anything apart from have a period.
But that changed for kidney problems to period problems and that, eh? So I bet Vinnie Cummins was loving all this shit, like.
Yeah, maybe so. Like, slow enough week, like when you got Heather Hardy in the mix, isn't it? Like, Jesus Christ, thank Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, good old Heather. Okay, so I'm going to go this week for Charlie Edwards. I like the fact that he said it's the first I've heard about vacating. People love to chat shit, and then 2 days later he vacated. That was nominated by D-Dog 2014. Like a bit of bullshit from Charlie. I'm going for him. Who are you going for, Andy?
I'll go for Charlie as well, and you got winner this week.
That's 2 of us on Charlie. What about you, Rob?
Who's up? Make
the clean sweep.
For the first time, I'd say. I reckon it's everyone involved in that whole Shields thing. Like, just fucking stunk that. So yeah, we can't ignore that one. Like,
absolutely, yeah. Tosh Bear jumps in as well. 100% Charlie. The Devil's Dandruff. Congratulations, Charlie Edwards. You might have lost the WBC title to move up to Super Flyweight, but you are the Bellew of the Week for episode 343.